Okay, I think I got everything hooked up right. So, I wanted to do a thing called movies in Metal Gear, right? Where I had a movie playing up in the top corner. I'd play Metal Gear off on the side. Well, I tested that last night with a game of Pokemon and my MacBook set up as the movie, and then I just did HDMI input with my Elgato here. Um, didn't think about it though because what the game that the Metal Gear game that I wanted to start out with is Twin Snakes. So for people who don't know this game, this is on the GameCube with these adorable little little 1 gig, 1.5 gig DVDs. Oh, I even got a memory card in here. Look at me, fancy. Um, Busted out my old GameCube. Uh, I happen to have. Let's see if we can pop this off real quick and show it off. It's the Eon digital adapter. Um, my GameCube happens to be one of the first models with the digital port, so instead of hunting down the expensive uh, component cables, I opted for a slightly less expensive HDMI adapter. This is actually version 1. This is one of the first runs that they did. I got this years ago. Power in. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna. Oh, I got the Game Boy player on the bottom with Kingdom Hearts in there. Super fun. We're not going to be playing a Kingdom Hearts game though. We are going to play Metal Gear Twin Snakes. Popped it on. Yeah. And I heard it too. It was so cool. I got everything hooked up right. Got my old. Let's go through a few of these real quick here, just for some nostalgia sake here. So, I got a bunch of goodies. I got the action replay disc, which will let you load Swiss off of either this sort of SD adapter, which takes a big SD card, or this one here, which takes a little micro SD card. I tried loading into that earlier when I had it hooked up to my TV upstairs, and it was like panicking. If anyone's familiar with like kernel panics and stuff like that, it was it was not working. So I'll dig into that later. Not concerned about it now, but that's used mainly just to boot Swiss. I don't really use that for anything else. With Swiss, you can use Game Boy Interface, which lets you play the Game Boy games at different resolutions, including progressive scan ones like native 240p. Super handy to have. I also do have the. Oh my goodness, that light is just blowing everything out, isn't it? I also have the actual Game Boy Player disc. Super happy about those two. Got a few copies of this. So, this is a playable version of Luigi's Mansion that I have. I also have my original copy from when I was young. This is my original GameCube, mind you, from when I was 11, 12. When these come out, like 2001, right? 2002, something like that. So, yeah, I've got a few copies of that. My original copy in the box does not play, unfortunately. Got the F-Zero GX. Got Zelda, 4 Swords. Gotta have 4 Swords. Hidden Gem. Into the Dragonfly, the GameCube version. And this is the harder to find, like... Wait, no, that's not... Never mind. That's the Wii thing that I was thinking of. Super buggy, the GameCube version. Super fun, though. Bounty Hunter. Love this game. I actually might play this on stream. I might hop between playing this and Bounty Hunter. Metal Gear Solid and Bounty Hunter. Some of my favorites. Sims busting out. Super, super fun. That was one of the first Sims game I ever played. Super Monkey Ball 2. Rayman Arena. I got that because it was just unsleeved, no box or anything at the local game store for like $2. I was like, how can I pass that up? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That just was in this case when I bought it, even though I bought it as new in box. So, whatever. And then 2 classics. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 and Need for Speed Underground 2. 2 of the better Need for Speed games. I also have plenty others that are in box. I can't read those from here. Enter the Matrix, Luigi's Mansion, The Legend of Zelda Collectors with the Master Quest. It's the Ocarina of Time Master Quest and everything. There's a cereal bowl covering the rest of them, so that's all I can tell you for now. Got my old Wavebird, still works perfectly fine. I managed to store it in good condition without the batteries in it, so it didn't get all gunky. And you can see the light here. Oh, look at that! Cool. I think everything's set up on the recording side. I am recording, so we can go ahead and switch my main monitor over to HDMI. All right. Movies in Metal Gear. So we gotta put a movie on. I want this to be about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Oh, I forgot That's okay. I stretched the aspect ratio on my TV because I was watching a YouTube video that was all squished, so. Oops. Oh god, I'm so tempted to do Grandma's Boy since I got the strike on that one video. It's only an hour and a half though, so it wouldn't be long enough. I gotta reset that picture. I'm sorry. Give me a second here. Oh man, that looks so much better through OBS than it than it does on there. This is gonna be interesting. I think there's also gonna be a tiny. Well, the audio. No, actually, the audio delay shouldn't really be there because it's coming off of the Elgato box and not necessarily. Yeah, because the okay. Yeah, we're good. Easy. Easy peasy. Hold on. Alright. Close that to keep some warmth. Finish off this donut. Of course, it shows the boobies. This one's 2 hours, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. Okay. It doesn't necessarily matter how loud it gets. If I'm going to be listening to a movie as well, I'm going to take one of these out. Let's do this, guys. Let's guys and gals and mice and men and Hamsters and gerbils, let's do this. Yo, Bronx. Staten Island. And everything in between. I'm just looking at my mic stand, seeing if there's an easier way to do this. I'm almost wondering if I should have it low. And point it like that. There we go, that's a little better. But then you only see just a little glimpse of him. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but put a little sonic shrimp on my microphone cord there. Not easy to notice, that's for sure. Okay, that's good enough. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll watch the cutscenes. Why not? I haven't seen him in a million years. This game's very divisive in the community.
In Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured.
A lot of people feel that it kind of renders a lot of the stealth aspects in the original game moot by adding things like flipping over railings and stuff like that. Because yeah, at the beginning, you can totally just flip over the railing, hop right into the elevator. But it's honestly more realistic. I think Hideo would have wanted it that way to begin with. Hence why it's a feature in 2. In fact, I'd be willing to bet that the only reason it's not in this game is just due to physical or technical limitations on the PlayStation.
Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages.
Secondly,
you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
Being this dark, but I guess we'll find out.
We'll approach the disposal facility by
you can't. There's Snake. And then, yeah, it seems real dark.
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
I don't remember if I put them. Oh, my bad. I didn't want to skip that. Maybe we can see it again by doing this. Load, I don't think. That wasn't even that long ago. Damn, I blasted through it in like 2 hours. Hell yeah. I don't remember doing that. I do remember doing that. So 7/13 was 9 days before my dad passed away in 2022. He passed away 7/22/2022. So yeah, I do actually kind of vaguely remember starting this. I don't actually remember blasting through and beating it though. That's kind of crazy. I guess I did shortly after my birthday. That's my... We'll just do normal, type 2, yes. Yeah, interesting. Feels like it's been a long time since I played this game, but the data says otherwise. Yeah, because I would have had to have done that down here while everything was hooked up over on that wall. Interesting. God, that's forever ago now. It's 2025. Almost 3 years ago. Damn. Rest in peace. Miss you, Papa. It does seem uncharacteristically dark. But I'm kind of okay with that. It adds a little bit of mood. I can actually kind of improve that on... Oh, whoops.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm down a couple of bothers.
Gam's the brightest for recording. Add a filter. Color correction. Yeah, see, if I add a touch of gamma to the recording, that actually looks like how it should be. It looks crazy dark on my monitor. I'm actually gonna have to turn up menu. Check this out though. This is how you know I'm not doing it on an emulator, because the background's not blue. I could actually show you what that looks like. Holy crap, that's up all the way.
Take the elevator to the surface.
That's scary.
But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85.
HDMI black level was set to low, and so that just kind of killed it on this end.
When we need to contact you, the codec will beep.
Cool.
When you hear
that looks better.
noise, press the pause button and then the
yeah, it looks good on the
to
recording,
receive
so
the
I'm not gonna
call.
worry about it there. Oh,
The
I need to hit
codec's
save on there, don't I, though? I don't know if it's
directly stimulates
actually...
the small bones of your ear.
Okay, cool. It
No
is.
one but
We're
you
good.
will be able to hear it.
No one but you will be able to hear it.
Ready to go.
I recently tried to modify, not recently, this is back in probably 2021, 2022. Actually, right around the time I was messing around with this for the, oh, no. I gotta go get the things. Part of me is really curious about how it runs natively. I wonder if Digital Foundry's done a video on how this actually runs on the GameCube. I'd be very interested to know, because emulating it's actually kind of hard. Kojima Studios really likes to push the boundary of the hardware that they're working on most of the time. I say most of the time because something like Metal Gear Solid 5, which is a relatively newer game, well, 9 years ago, 10 years ago now, runs great on something like the Steam Deck. Like, uh-oh, which one is it? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Nuh-uh.
Enemy sighted.
Stand up. I don't know. Uh-oh.
Freeze.
I don't... Oh, that's such an awkward amount of movement. Help. No dog tag? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go. I was gonna put the bodies in the locker, but I can only unlock 2 of them anyway. Sorry, y'all, but I'm gonna munch on some of these mini donuts. Why don't you watch the Met game? Huh? If I lean this way, you guys can still see some of the movie. Not much of it. Woo! Is that right? I'm missing cinematic glory. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna do about 2.5 hours today. Or at least for this video. because that's only going to get me to about midnight. I think I should actually go to bed around then, though, and actually fix my sleep schedule. That thing that I fucked up. It's actually not that bone. It did get out of control for a little bit, but I wrangled it back in a bit. So, anywho, I'm just fiddling with stuff there.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake.
Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking?
Yeah, because I actually was really considering emulating this game.
Bear with it.
I opened
it's designed to
Pokemon.
prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Whoops.
Take it easy. I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
You guys might hear Pokemon because I accidentally clicked Pokemon.
Soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh?
It's okay, I can
By
still
the
keep an
way,
eye on what's
how's
going
the
on there.
diversionary operation going?
Routine
Two
server
F-16s
maintenance. Okay, I'm
just
cool
took
with
off
that.
from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
A Heim D. Colonel,
I just want to close
what's a Russian
Pokemon.
gunship doing here?
I have no idea.
I have no
Looks like our
idea.
little diversion got their attention.
Cool. And another Flareon GX. Crit. Oh, you guys didn't see that? I got Flareon gifts. Close that, close that, close that, close that. Close that, close that. What was
Now's your
I?
best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Check this out. Checkity, chickity, check, chickity, chip, up, a pop.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, he must be crazy to fly Hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you two yet. This is Mei Ling.
That's coming in under cities. I'm gonna turn that just all the way down there.
She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions.
So
about
this
either
is
of
it
them.
emulated.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
So it runs pretty good at a fairly stable 30 frames per second in cutscenes and like 40 to 50 frames per
You're just
second in game.
flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
I'm gonna hide that for
This
just a minute
I'm
though. I'm
being
gonna
hit
let
on
it
by
get
the
to a
famous solid
point. I
snake.
need my other controller, don't I?
I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be so frank.
Looks like we both have a
Oh,
lot to learn
but
about
yeah,
each
here,
other.
like,
It
check
does,
this out.
doesn't it?
Let me
Let's get to
unhide
know
it.
each other better. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies.
there we go.
And the blue cone shape represents
So
your field of
you
vision.
can upscale it so it actually looks
The genome
really
soldiers have highly
clean.
developed senses of hearing and vision due to
Oh,
their
I
gene
don't think it
therapy.
caught my
Make sure you don't let them see you.
controllers.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA
Configure.
chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS
Yeah.
transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists.
Honey?
If he's alive, that is.
Okay, cool. There we go. All right,
Snake,
so
your
let me
radar
show you the
isn't
biggest
affected
way
by
you
the
can
weather,
tell,
But if you're discovered by an enemy,
other than it
you
being
won't be able
gorgeous,
to use it.
if you're watching somebody
Yes,
play
it's
an
jammed
emulated
easily,
version
I'm afraid.
of
Yes,
Twin
it's
Snakes.
all made from currently existing
Because as far as I know,
technology.
this has
You
not
won't
been
be able to
patched
use it
in
an
any of
area with
the
strong
versions of
harmonic
Dolphin.
resonance,
Could be
so
wrong.
careful.
I could be totally wrong,
We'll
and
be
it could be a
monitoring
custom
your
patch,
movements
but
by
I don't know.
radar. So contact us by codec
My
anytime you
experience
want.
tells me. Oh
Got
my
it.
god.
I'll call if I'm feeling
What
lonely.
button is fly up?
Seriously,
Oh my
Snake.
god, it's been a
We're here to
million
back
years.
you up, so call if you need
There we
some
go.
information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to save your current status. My frequency is 140.96.
I don't
It's a
understand why it's not letting me
dedicated
press that
frequency for
button.
saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here. And then all my weapons are taken
Controls
away.
must have got
Imagine
fucked
yourself
up
put in that
somehow.
position.
Hold on.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a
All I
strip
can hear is
search
this
on me.
main menu music
I'll hold you
blaring
to
in my
that,
ear. I
Doctor.
can't hear the game.
By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help?
Okay.
You never know.
I think I fixed the buttons. So yeah, I'm getting 60 frames per second. Yeah, what?
If you want to get in, there's the front door.
But
It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
Chickadee
I can't just
China, the
knock on the
Chinese,
door
check
and
it
ask
out.
them to let me in.
Got a
What about
drumstick
the
in your
air
brain
duct near
stats.
the
Check it
door?
out.
One
Blue.
sentry on the left.
Look how blue it is. And that's every
They're armed with 5.56ers and
codec scene.
pineapples.
It's
There
just
should
so
also be a duct on the
blue
second
for some
door.
reason.
I
I
can't
don't
see it
know
from
why.
here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Yes. Close that. I just wanted to show you all that real quick while it got to a point that I can play. Let's put that controller down. Oh, let's pick up the weird fucking controller. Alright, the moved spotlights that make a lot more sense due to the physical setup of this whole helipad. Hold on.
Is there somebody there?
Okay, he's gonna go that way. I can go this way.
A surveillance camera.
Sir Hooter-Birder. Cool. I'm gonna be not listening to a decent amount of the codec stuff. I guess I could check some of it out.
Snake, when you enter a narrow space, you'll automatically go into intrusion view. Press up on the control stick to go forward and down to shuffle backwards. You can also press right or left to turn. Advance while hiding yourself. Pay attention to the enemy's actions and make sure you're not discovered.
You can also fire your weapon when you're in intrusion view. Don't forget that.
Just because you're in intrusion view, it doesn't mean that all is safe. If you're spotted, the enemy will of course attack. Be careful not to let the enemy see you crawl into your hiding spot. Even in intrusion view, the enemy could look into your hiding place. In that case, you have to move to get out of their line of sight. You can't be careless, even in intrusion view. That clear? Snake, first you've got to find the DARPA chief. Look for clues.
Look for clues.
Snake, this is McDonald
Miller.
It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a boot camp instructor,
So is
I moved
McDonald
out here for some
Miller
peace and quiet.
Kazuhiro
I'm in
Miller?
retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train.
Like, it's clearly the same voice actor, and I'm cool with that.
Passing on
But
skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told
because I'm
me
currently
about the
playing through
situation.
5 in a manner to where I'm going to unlock everything. I've already developed most
Well,
things, and
I
I'm
know
only
lots
about halfway through the
surviving in
game.
a harsh environment.
But
I've lived in Alaska longer than you. So call me
just-
if you
I
have any
don't
questions
know
about the flora or fauna out here.
if he's
My
supposed to be the
frequency is
same Miller, or if he's supposed to be an
141.80.
offspring Miller. Like, did he have a thing with Amanda? And we'll get to those games. We'll get to them. Watching Whimsy play through... I watched her play through 2, 3, and Peace Walker. And that was fun. That was fun. It brought back some interesting memories of actually playing these games.
Vent shaft cleaning.
Oh, they just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation.
First floor
Shut
basement
those covers as soon
ventilation
as they're done spraying.
shaft.
Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless.
Donuts.
Woman in the cell?
I could be a lesbian for you, but that's about it. You know Dr. Honey?
How are you feeling, Mr. Valentine?
It's still stiff when I go to the right.
That's normal.
Maybe you want to watch Fantastic Four. Nothing further off than the thing.
Press the action button to drop down.
Nintendo, stop letting stoned people develop your controllers. Like, what the fuck are some of these buttons? Okay, I'm gonna show you why a lot of people are pissed off. Pissed off that this game exists, because you can do something like this, drop down, and then you're right there. And yeah, totally get it. And if you take this path, you're gonna miss some stuff, which is why I'm not gonna do it.
Who is that?
He shot me. Ow. Yeah, and it's got like the same AI that controls troops and reinforcements and stuff like that. It has the same AI for that as from, excuse me, Sons of Liberty. Because yeah, this whole game is built. See, like, this game did it before it was cool. Now it's cool to remake your game with higher visual graphics and everything, but when this came out, people were like, no. No. In fact, this failing is probably one of the few reasons. Oh, get in there! Get in the hole, Snake. I think if we crawl this way, we're going to get a scene with Johnny, which I'm totally cool with. Hey, man, hey, brother, that's my weed. Not a scene with Johnny, but what you do get is a view of the whole torture area. Interesting. Not worth it. God, I haven't seen that green light on in a million years. It's so fun. And it's off. And it's on. And it's off. And it's on. Let me guess. Press the action button to climb ladders?
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder. Approach the ladder and press the action button to climb it.
Whoa. Mind-blowing, y'all. I had to press more buttons just to accept the call.
So you haven't always been gay? No, I'm newly gay. When she died, I knew I'd never find another woman make this happen. That's when I boarded the deer.
Cut a damn cold.
Cut a damn cold.
Alaska.
Hey, Homo, see the moon balloons on that chick? They're a jingle away from falling
Boy,
out.
oh
That woman is built all right.
This is so ridiculous knowing their future. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all. I know entirely too much about Metal Gear. But I'm always down to learn more. And watching Whimsy play through Peace Walker is really what kind of reinvigorated me to play through some of these older games. There was like 2 or 3 battles that she did that I don't think I've done. I don't think I've beaten that game. I had the HD collection on 360 that had 2, 3, and Peace Walker. Such a fun collection. So cool. It doesn't work now. How stupid is that? Now that the collection's out, the backwards compatibility stopped working. So I can't just pop it in my Xbox and play it like I used to. Because that came out on the 360. But you could just pop it in Xbox One and be like, okay, backwards compat. Cool. Here you go, launch. But it has been since removed from the whitelist, which is very disappointing. And I don't have an easy means of ripping 360 games. It's fucking difficult ripping 360 games. I have a way of ripping PS3 games, which is also fairly difficult, but not as difficult. But damn. Wow. We love your pants, by the way. Are those
I'm
wrinkle-free?
here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
That's not really Donald Anderson.
Sent in here to save your worthless
That's actually one of the Foxhound members. But Snake don't know that. Snake don't know.
You don't look
This
like
is technically our first boss
In
battle.
that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Yeah, how insane that your first boss battle with
down.
Foxhound
Don't
is a
worry.
cutscene,
First, I
and you
want
don't
some
do shit.
information about the terrorists.
All you do is show
The
up.
terrorists?
The mere presence,
Really have the ability
Snake's
to
mere
launch a
presence is enough
you
to just
talking about?
murder this poor man.
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede
I
to
need
their
to move
demands,
this
they'll
down a
launch
little
nuclear
bit.
weapon.
There we go. That's better. Oh, you didn't see that.
Sweet Jesus.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
That got turned up.
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
For sure heard it.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for the keeping of dismantled ordnance. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
That's the official story. Got it.
I was
We were
vaguely
conducting exercises with the new
wanting
type
to
of
say I should play Police Knots,
A
but
truly
no,
historical
probably won't ever do that.
a weapon
I do, however, I do want to play Zone of Enders, and I have the HD collection on my PS3 emulator, so I might do that sometime. That sounds kind of fun.
Metal Gear.
Once my channel starts getting more popular, I'll start putting up polls and stuff. I get locked out of my Patreon
knew?
account. It thinks that I'm
Metal
uploading
Gear is one of the most secret
adult
night
content.
projects.
I haven't
did you
uploaded
know that?
anything to it yet, but it thinks that I'm
We've had
doing
a
adult
couple of
content,
run-ins in
so
the past. So that's the
whatever.
reason
I just have to
we're here at this
verify my
disposal
identity.
site.
It's really me, so
Why
it won't be
else
that
would I come to
difficult.
a
It's just
godforsaken
annoying.
place like this?
But I feel like Patreon's probably
I
the
had heard
quickest
that
way
the
to
Metal Gear
monetize the
project
channel
was
because
scrapped.
going through
On
the
the
steps on
contrary,
YouTube is
it's
kind of
grown into a
difficult.
huge joint
Like,
project between our
I'm
team
almost
and
wondering if
ourselves.
people literally just
We were going to
pay
use this exercise as raw data,
other
and then
people
proceed
to
mass
like
production.
build up that subscriber count with click farms and shit. I don't want to do it that way though. I want to be legit. Fuck that. I want
If it hadn't
those
been for
views and
revolution.
likes to be legit. Like,
Revolution.
I want some fucking click farm bumping up my stats 1,000 every hour.
Rex
Like,
has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
some of that shit's super
Rex.
obvious. Rex. Sorry, I've got off topic.
Rex, a code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the war.
Y'all, Jessica Biel.
These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling
Y'all,
and
Jessica
equipping nuclear
Biel.
weapons.
Hey, shut up in there, will you?
Shut up in there, will ya?
Well, there is a secret weapon that really might have.
Oh, Johnny. He throws his hands.
Leave a trail. You know, the strongest evidence genuinely demonstrating domestic partnerships. Drive on up to Canada and legitimize the relationship.
I have to admit,
thought that all nuclear
that wasn't
warheads
necessary
were
at all.
equipped
It
with
just
safety
fucking
measures,
goes on the
some kind of
conversation as normal.
detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course. There is a PAL.
Oh,
It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are
B
2 passwords.
is
Yes.
very,
Baker
very
knows one.
extraordinary.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
That's
Whew.
right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be
F
no
is for
launch.
friends who do things together. U is for you and me. N is for nuclear fallout.
They found out my password.
You talked.
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho
I sure
Mantis.
can resist. You know
One
how
of
I
the
can
members of
resist?
Hostile.
I can resist by moving
has
this
psychic
little dongle from 1 to that little space there 4.
This is bad.
Interesting story about that. That's how I found out that I knew my first GameCube was
They
faulty.
find out Baker's password.
Because I was playing this
Yes.
game and I got to that point and
They'll
I
be
was like,
able to launch
I
a
plugged
nuke
it in there
anytime.
and nothing was happening on my first GameCube.
But there is a way to
I
stop
was like,
the
nah,
launch.
this shit's broken. It should work.
What?
The card keys.
So yeah,
Card keys.
my dad had to take
They
it
were
back to
designed by
GameStop
Arms
and
Tech,
swap it for a
the
different
system
refurbished one,
developers, with an emergency override.
which is
Even
this one.
without the
It still
passwords, you
lasted.
can
I'm
just
sad
insert
that I
the
took
card
the
keys
ATI
and
sticker
engage
off. I
the
shouldn't have
safety
did that.
lock.
And if I do that,
I put it on one of my old computers, which is way gone now.
You can stop the launch.
That card key.
But yeah, little
So
interesting
where are
story
the
there. That's
card
how I found out
keys?
my
Baker
first
should have
GameCube was
them.
defective. Was this game and the Psycho Mantis
You need
battle?
3 card keys. There are 3 different slots.
Because
to put them in.
I don't think I have to do anything crazy. I think I can just right from the get go switch over to port 4 and
okay,
just start laying
3
into
card
it.
keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
Second floor.
I don't even
basement.
think so.
I heard the guards.
Metal
say
Gear
they
Solid
moved
2
into
have
an
anything
area
for-
that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yeah, it did, I think, actually. I think it
They
did. I
cemented
think
over
you
the
got, like,
entrances, but they
bandana
didn't have
or
enough time to
camouflage
paint
for defeating them
Why
all
don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here,
by depleting their
Take this.
stamina bars.
It's my
I'm
ID
pretty
card.
sure.
it'll open any level 1 security
I don't
door.
know. I
It's
wonder if
called
they would have
hand
applied that
card.
here.
It works together with your body's own electrical field.
I do remember the Ocelot fight is
Personal area
super
network,
just
huh?
nerfed.
It transmits data using the salts in your body as a transmission medium. As you
And
approach the door's
you know, you
security
have to think
devices,
though, it's the
they'll
same
read the
thing
data
with
stored in the
the
card.
with Metal Gear Solid 3
automatically.
Subsistence,
Gotcha.
from Snake Eater to Subsistence, because with Snake Eater the camera was
Okay.
locked. It was a
I'm gonna
locked
get you outta
perspective.
here.
You saw what the camera wanted you to
What is
see.
it?
You could kind of
never
pan
know
it
the
in
way
different
to the
directions,
Sump'n,
but it was
have you?
locked to that
From
like
your bosses or
isometric
anyone?
view almost.
No.
With Subsistence,
you
they
haven't heard
added
anything?
free camera,
Just said no.
So,
and with that
Does the
came
White House plan to give in to the terrorist
some
demands?
That's
interesting
their
things.
problem.
Like you could
Has
actually find
nothing
some
to do with
secrets
my
that you couldn't
orders.
really see before easily,
What about the
like
Pentagon?
the Sorrow's body, the Sorrow. Yeah, after the, I'll point it out when we get there at some point. Oh, see, yeah, this is how badass Snake is. He just kills the first boss just by chatting with him. It was the same thing with that though, because that, even just having a camera that you can control dramatically changes the dynamic of that game. It's insane. So yeah, being able to do first-person shooting and stuff like this in this game, I get it. I get it. because in the PS1 you couldn't. There was no first-person shooting. I think you could do a first-person view just to see what's going on around you, but I'm pretty sure you couldn't aim that way. It's been a million years since I played the PS1 version, but I'm like 99% confident that you couldn't, and that they introduced that in Sons of Patriots.
Dead.
Yeah, my whole point was just like, you know, adding features to existing games is, it can always be risky. It's a risk reward sort of thing.
That's how we roll in our house, baby.
Like, have people complaining about being able to hop over that ledge and just hop right in the elevator? Whatever. Sometimes you just want to do the mission. You don't want to cruise around and...
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
No!
Are you hiding something from me?
Naomi knows
Absolutely
exactly
not,
what's
Snake.
going on.
You've got to understand. This counter-terrorist op is security level red. You'll need the highest security clearance to learn the real story.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Find President Baker. Find Tom Baker, Doctor Who. I'm gonna pause that for a second. Actually, let's see.
Sorry, Snake, but it looks like the rescue was a failure. There's no reason to stay in that cell anymore. Snake, get out of there and go to the second floor basement. You've got to rescue the president of Arms Tech, Kenneth Baker, before the terrorists find out his detonation code.
I wonder. I was trying to see if I can climb back up. Don't just stand there! Shoot! Should I have just started with Peace Walker? I'm gonna do it that way. I'm gonna start with 3.
So you killed the chief, you bastard!
You bastard!
Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Oh.
Is this the
Dang.
first time you ever pointed
Meryl
a
got
gun
some
at a person?
eyeballs.
Your hands are shaking.
What happened to your place?
Beep, beep.
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful. I'm no rookie.
Liar. Your eyes wander. There's no confidence in them. The eyes of a rookie. You've never shot a person, have you?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
Ah, the
I
C stick.
told you I'm no rookie.
You're not one of them, are you?
The C stick doesn't
Open that
click?
door.
What?
You got a card, don't you?
Neither one of them click. I
So
don't
we can
remember
get the
that.
hell out of
Looks
here.
like to be a little delayed.
I know the PS2 had it.
What are you doing? Don't
I don't think the
Shoot.
PS1 had... Because it didn't even really have sticks. Ow. Oh. My bad. Damn, this controller. Oh.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Shoot! Hell yeah, that's all you do. Hey, look, Meryl. It's your husband lying naked on the ground. Ow. Whoa. He just stormed up like heck. Oh, I tried to put him to sleep, but Meryl was like, no, he's dying. Uh-oh. Ow. You still keep a PJs? That's sick, Larry. It's not comfortable being over here on this side of my desk, but I can do it. I ain't no biggie. So y'all can see the movie
Thanks for
bit.
the help.
Wait!
Would it help if I gave you the pose? I'll be respectful.
Who are you?
I'm so disappointed about Metal Gear Solid 5. That's why I'm trying to do as many of the development and stuff as I can. What? Oh, cutscene.
You fool! You've killed him!
It seemed like they were actually going to go into
sorry, sir.
a little bit of backstory with Psycho Mantis. With Kid Mantis.
I could not dive into his mind.
Kojima just... Oh, I like Kojima because he makes some real good games, but holy crap, the dude is not
Now
God.
we'll never get that detonation code.
As much as he, you know, wants to say in his movies, Kojima is God. Movies. Did I say movies? Games. They're basically movies. I think it's Peace Walker that you stumble upon a tape or something of Kaz. Oh, her name literally translates to Kojima is God or some silly nonsense like that. I was totally cool with him up until I found that out. I was like, what? I'm cool with you being a character in your games, and you know, you help my intel team and all, but what? And Konami was the same, was thinking the same. They were like, no.
Just like that.
Smells like plastic.
Smells like plastic.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So, that was Mantis.
You know, funny thing, you put these moving boxes out for recycling after you'd already been living together for so long. I found that interesting.
Did Decoy Octopus scream Foxstein? I don't even remember. There's some sort of interesting boundary break with this. And I think it just, if you hack... That's why my copy is only 2 hours long. I remember that. That's exactly what I did. I loaded up my action replay disc. I remember now. This was forever ago. Don't I need to be going to basement 2? I think I need to be going to basement 2. This game needs to be more direct when it's like, no, we need you to go here. Loaded up Action Replay. Added a bunch of stuff. Like, I think I even had like everything in my inventory at one point because I wanted to see like different places you could use ketchup and stuff like that. And ended up finding out that if you have the key card for the torture area and you go in there, it just jumps straight ahead and you skip a ton of the story. So I think that's why I was down to 2 hours. Because once I found that out, I was like, oh, I have to just do the rest and find out. That's pretty gay. I know some people are like, this movie is insane and like homophobic and stuff, but it's like, no, fuck you. This movie portrays the journey of two insanely straight men learning the life and eventually even fighting for injustices, like fighting against injustices, I guess would be the best way to put that. Alright, so I got the C4. Do I just blast through the wall? Do I just go now? All gay, all the way. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. I just don't remember exploring this area on the PlayStation version. I think that's Ocelot. That's Ocelot, right? I thought it actually ended. That's funny. No, I just let go of the view button. Nothing to worry about. Handle with care.
Am I too late?
I make drop-offs.
He's alive.
He's alive.
You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
I'm sure you would.
Don't touch it.
Wow. GameCube's not warm at all. That's surprising. I put some really nice thermal paste on it. Oh, I don't know if I told you all. Tried to mod it. So this GameCube's really weird. It's got the digital port, which means it's an earlier version, but it doesn't have the SP2 port, which means it's a later version of the earlier versions. It's so weird. So I went through a bunch of effort to try and figure out how to solder a SD card basically directly to the motherboard, and then I would use a SD to micro SD, solder that directly to the board so that I can just pop in a micro SD with no problems.
Special Operations Foxhound.
Got most of it working. I think there's 2 contacts that are bridged, so it didn't show up in Swiss as a device that I could load games off of. So still working on that. But I did manage to... Where is it?
Awesome.
It's up there. Hold on, let me show y'all.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend.
I got my hands on this motherboard. This was literally just all by itself. But it's this port right here. You can buy a little SP2 SD adapter. I actually have one, but I don't have the little standoff anymore, so I don't think I'd be able to use it properly. I don't even know.
6 bullets. More than enough to kill anything that moves.
Okay. So the SP to SD adapters in there, I just don't have. There's like a standoff adapter that it goes into, so. Oh, oh. It's a beautiful cat. Draw. No reflex mode in this game. I mean, he would jump out here just due to the AI, right? Yeah. That is too easy compared to the original, but that's okay. I got through it.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss.
This game's gonna be
It's been a
easy. I
long
forgot.
time since I had such a good fight.
That's cool though. I'm
just
okay with
getting
that.
warmed up.
The faster I can kind of push through this game, the better. Honestly, I'm hoping to get it done in 2-3 videos. Crap.
What?
Yeah, I should probably do 3 hours a piece for these ones then. Oh my god! Which is okay. Yeah, let's do 3 hours, 2 movies. This is only 2 hours. Yeah, that's okay. That'll put me to bed before 2. That's fine. That's okay. Because yeah, it would be about another 2 hours of play. Which I'm hoping will get me to like Vulcan or something. Like, I'm wondering how far I'll get in that time. Especially watching cutscenes. I usually don't watch cutscenes, but...
Stealth camouflage.
Raiden Ninja.
Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again.
I gotta look into this. I gotta figure out how much Ocelot knows about Grey Fox. That's interesting.
Who are you?
Because Ocelot, I don't think was around... I don't... Oh my... God, I've eaten that whole bag. Oops.
That exoskeleton.
Yeah, I don't know what Ocelot was doing during the days of Metal Gear 1 and 2. I can Google it. Let's do that. during Metal Gear 1.
Who the hell?
Interesting. Somebody posted this question in just Metal Gear period, but why Liquid hates so much Naked Snake? I mean, he goes over that very clearly in this game. I wonder if it's in more detail in this Twin Snakes version. But in the PS1 version, he puts it straightforward. He's like, you know, we're all product of our genes. And, I was created to be the weakest of the three, and you were created to be the strongest.
What about your code? There's no time.
I think we find out that that was bullshit at the end, though, and that Snake was actually technically got most of the recessive genes and all that. I don't remember that part specifically. I'm going to have to dig into the lore of all that. Something about nanomachines, duh. Yes, that's the answer to everything in Metal Gear. If you got a question about it, the answer is probably nanomachines.
Surgical implants.
Surgical implants.
Kind of like psychic insulation.
Oh, okay. And we were talking tits.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
We never talked to the DARPA chief.
Anyway, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
He's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more
But it
than
looks
even now.
gone.
His was sliced off.
You're a funny guy. So, the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What?
It can't
What?
be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told
I'm
you I
really
was here to
impressed with
save
how well
you.
my GameCube is held up. Yeah, I think what I'm going to try and do,
He had a heart attack or
because I
something.
don't know if this motherboard
Heart
works.
attack. Oh, don't be a fool.
So I could just try swapping this motherboard out for the one that I have.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes
But one thing I
now.
also want to try and do is pull these connectors off.
Boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to
I
launch.
want to actually try and pull these connectors
I
off.
agree. But what do they really want?
Who knows?
I don't know
Maybe
how
they're
far
like
in the
us in the
plastic
arms
goes. It
industry.
probably goes into
Always
the...
looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. Do you still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's done any work on this board. It looks
Woman.
really nice.
Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
Prison. That female soldier.
She said that she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit. Could that be the colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Well, looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in
I
contact
wanna
with her
have her.
until I was tied up here.
I wanna have.
Kodak.
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's
140.15. Huh?
sorry. I forgot. Damn.
First time I played this game for PS1. Got to this point,
That's right.
ran around for
It
so
should be on the
long.
back of the
Back of the package.
Try to contact her.
But this is the funny part. So, because I think he actually gives you a disc.
But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
Does he give you a disc?
Find Hal
Hal
Emmerich,
Emmerich.
one of my employees.
Who's that?
Who's that?
The team leader of the
It's your best friend from the future.
a genius at engineering.
You're
but a
gonna
little bit of
find
an
him in
oddball. If
PP.
there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from
Oh
launching,
God, his eye
it's
is
him.
blood.
What if he can't come up with anything?
Well, you'll
Looks
have to
like
destroy
Drake from
Emmerich
fucking
knows how to destroy Metal
Blade
Gear.
3.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well,
No,
he's
that would be Frost from
probably being
Blade
held
1.
somewhere in the nuclear
He was the
warhead
one that turned
storage
into a-
building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
Blood sausage, I guess?
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The nuclear threat hasn't disappeared. The threat is more real than ever before.
Yeah, it is.
The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
It's shit like this that gets Kojima, Konami specifically in trouble. Because this is all like archive footage, right? You have to pay for rights for stuff like this.
Real way to use it.
In fact, it's probably this specific archive footage.
Try to pretend like it'll go away.
I'll have to go back and double check the PS1 version because I think this is different footage from the PS1 version. But it's all like archival footage that's paid. You pay for the rights for a certain amount of time, and once that lapses, you lose the rights to it.
Reported every year.
So
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with nowhere to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age where any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
The Russians and Chinese still pursue a policy of deterrence. Do you see? Complete nuclear disarmament is an
this is me at
impossibility.
Mount Rushmore. Do you see?
To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming
This is
power.
me in Grand Canyon. Do you see?
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes. And after my company lost their bid to produce the U.S. Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last.
You gotta put
ace
it
in
to
the hole.
Konami.
That's why we
Oh,
pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black
the Delta trailer dropped today.
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black
It looks
budget.
good. I'm really
You can
excited
avoid
for
a lot
that.
of
I
red
might
tape
have
and
to.
get a great lead time on your weapons production.
I
And
might have
no
to do a
one can
video on
bother
it.
you.
That might be
even
kind of
that
cool.
bunch on the
It won't be
military
a reaction
oversight
video
committee.
because I've already reacted to it. But I might have to do a video just kind of talking about it and how I'm super excited.
Just call it the military-industrial complex.
Metal Gear was probably, but like
Metal
besides
Gear
Grand
was
Theft
going to be
Auto
formally
and like a
adopted
little, well,
after
Kingdom
the
Hearts was
results of
later
this
though.
exercise
Metal Gear,
were
that was
analyzed.
one of the like first games that I
you
dove
or
head story or head first into the
Yes,
story
that's about
for.
what I'd
Like
expect from a grunt like you. Here.
these games taught me
This is
that
what you came
that games
for, right?
could be cinematic. Okay, it's this. See, he gives you this disc, and then he's like, "Look on the back of the disc package to see her thing." So, in the PlayStation 1 version, my buddy was letting me borrow it, right? So I had, and we lived across the street from each other at the time. So I would walk over to his house and be like, yeah, he gave me the disc. How do you turn it around in game? And he's like, no, take the fucking package that the game came in and turn it around and look at it. And sure enough, it was right there. And I was like, oh shit.
I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Good days. Good old days. Ooh, level 2. Get some more bombs and stuff.
Can you walk?
But I think when I go back out there, there's going to be baddies.
No.
I think this...
You go on without me.
It's so weird playing something like Metal Gear Solid 5, which is so big and expansive in some ways.
Who or what was that ninja thing?
And then going to something like this where the floor above isn't really aware of what's going on right below.
That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
It's just a little silly. It's cool, but it's
An
silly.
experimental genome soldier.
That's what I'm really intrigued about Delta. Like, are they still going to section it off into small sections? Or is it like straight up like rebuilt in the Fox engine with much larger areas? Like, is, for example, all of...
My company and I are finished.
What?
Let's just say all of Virtuous mission, up until the point where you get the
Metal Gear itself does, but
Sokolov, right? Let's say all of that. Is that just going to be one big area in the game? Like, is all of it just going to be one big area in the game? Because it really could. Thinking about the map size, it's probably just the open world area that you can run around in both the Afghanistan and Africa regions in 5. Even if you think of them as 2 separate, smaller maps, which they totally are, thinking about it one corner to the other would definitely cover... Oh, Fox die. It'd definitely be enough space for,
What the hell?
It'd totally be enough space for all of Metal Gear Solid 3. It's not that big of a map, actually. That's kind of why it's almost easy to beat super quick.
Colonel, are you listening?
It almost seems like there's less operable space in Metal Gear Solid 3 than there is 2. If you consider the cargo ship and the dozens of struts. Not dozens. Like dozen struts or however many struts. Like 8 of them total that you can go do something like that.
I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
I don't know.
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
The 2 biggest areas are the Shagohod chase and the motorcycle chase at the end of 3. But all of those are so locked down in terms of directionability, like it's an on-rails fight the whole time.
What the hell was that?
Which tells me that they don't want you to explore, and the fact that you also actually transition through different loading sections tells me that it's kind of a different map.
No one like that in our unit.
Is that
right? It would have to be with the destroyed hangar and everything. It would have to be a separate map. I'm gonna go this way because I wanna. Okay. I was even about to say, oh, this used to be a loading transition. It still is.
Huh? Who's there? Who's that? It's the enemy.
Did we just kick each other? Shit.
Enemy
intruder
Damn.
sighting. Send additional personnel.
Shot him in the butt. Guidos. Okay. Yes, because I need to go up and then contact Meryl. But I might as well get the stuff that I missed while I'm up here. Let's do that real quick. Chubby what? Fuck you, camera. It's fun. I can hear the GameCube seeking on the disc. I haven't heard that in forever. Why are you late with your status report, sir? The downstairs, maybe?
No sign of the missing sentry. All else seems to be in order. Who's there?
Go sleep. Yeah, it might be downstairs actually. I think you have to call her to get the door open. Okay, but yeah, it looked like there's a room right here. Action.
Who's that?
Blarg! I need some M9 ammo. Oh. $140.15. Hell yeah.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece. Meryl, right?
No, it's not him.
You're the Colonel's
Just
niece.
exactly who are you?
It looks a little flickery on the recording. If that's annoying for you guys, I'm sorry. Hopefully it's
to be some
only in the
kind of hero?
codex scenes.
I don't need lectures.
It just looks a
You're
little
just like your
flickery.
uncle, you know.
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My
It's
name
kind of
is not
strange because the
important.
colors look different on my
Could you be
monitor than they do
Snake?
there, but it's all
Are
good.
you Solid Snake?
That's what some people called me.
The legendary Solid
That's what
Snake?
some people killed me.
You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
They're rookie's eyes, right?
No. They're beautiful and compassionate eyes.
Ooh.
Just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Yep.
Don't worry. You'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah. You know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
I don't know.
She nailed the fucking. She nailed it on the head.
I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I just joined the training that same day.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapon disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody's told you anything, did they? Okay. You see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right. For the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But they must have been test firing dummy warheads for a while. Why just this
I
time?
just peed on
It was
my
because this was
face.
to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. That's what I heard anyway.
That's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah. That's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep them hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
Kojima.
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No. Not that I heard of.
I don't want to press any of the other buttons.
Coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Huh. Sounds like it. But I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich? He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we'd better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
So when I play through Metal Gear Solid 4,
How do we get to the
I have it
nuclear
running
warhead
pretty well on
storage
a
where the doctor's
PS3
being
emulator.
held?
I'll probably create a separate save file for when you get back to Moses Island.
Security level of the door
And I
there?
kind of want to compare them side by side with this.
I've got a level 5 card.
Because the Shadow Moses in 4 is
You should go
gorgeous.
to the...
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green.
And I
want you
almost
to hide somewhere.
feel like
not
it's
green.
closer to this than it was
You pause for
um,
just
the other
1
one.
second in front of your enemy, and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
the PS1
I don't know
version.
what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right
In fact, I
away.
should have stayed outside more. I shouldn't have
Never
just
had any
ran across the
problems in training.
helipad straight off.
It was frightening to
Should have
think
actually
that
looked
with
around
pull
a
of the
little
trigger,
bit.
I could take someone's life.
It's not like shooting targets in training.
I always dreamed of being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now,
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, you're not normal if you don't feel something the first time you kill. Killing without guilt produces more carnage. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits emerge. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this.
I love how he really teaches her how to like keep her head in the game, even though eventually it's all nanomachines and it's not her.
Just like my uncle said.
For the most part.
I told you, the real me is no match.
But she ends up being a super
Looks
badass.
like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
Sorry.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Hang on to the key until then.
Got ya. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
I gotta move my Pokemon cards so that I can fit
After I open
my
up the cargo door,
Xbox
I'll
up here
contact
too.
you.
I actually got a new one that's supposedly modded. I want to check it out. Oops.
Snake, don't be so impatient. Settle down. I need a little more time to get the cargo door open.
I need a little more
I'll call you when I
time.
get the door open. Just wait a little, okay?
My bad. I wanted to talk to Melee. I wanted to save.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Yeah, we're gonna do this on A. It's one of those mega cards. It's like three times the saving capacity. 2041. Mm. Whatever. It's 2041 now, guys.
Snake, remember what De Gaulle said. The graveyards
It's December
are full of
2041.
indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right.
I try to, but
you know all sorts of great
I
codes,
forgot how
don't you?
tough these games are sometimes.
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature
I've
from
been
both sides.
spoiled
Kinda
with
keeps
reflex
me in
mode,
touch.
is what it
I'll
is.
share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Are you gonna give me something useful? Oh. I mean, it doesn't really matter in this game. And again, how asleep is he? Not very.
He got me! Stay on lookout for the intruder!
I'm just gonna... Oh, okay, I was about to say I can't get under the tank? Gotta be kidding me. I'm almost wondering if I should leave this area and come back to it, and then that's gonna trigger...
Who's there?
Nobody. Let's try it. Is that M9 ammo? No, it's like a chaff grenade or something. Let's try this. Probably won't work, but M9. Let's go. Balls and wieners. There we go. Oh my god. Just 16. I don't know what to do. This is back when games were confusing and didn't have waypoints and shit. There we go. She's gonna be like, it's open.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where
are you?
Where
Up
I
your
can
butt.
see ya.
Don't move around too much.
At this point, that would be
Don't
inside
worry,
the elevator
I'm
with me.
disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Shaking that ass.
Listen,
Shaking that
Snake,
ass.
The cargo door is
I
like
see
an
you,
airlock.
baby.
It's equipped
Shaking
with
that
infrared
ass.
sensors.
That was not dancing.
Be
I don't know what
careful.
that was, but it was not dancing. I
An
had a
intruder is
seizure.
sensed, gas
That's
is
what happened
released.
there.
Gas.
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait. You said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
It's her decision, bro. Don't be forcing her to do shit she don't want to do. Oh. But I don't think I have... Cool. I don't. Did I fuck up by not going in there at the beginning?
What was that sound?
Cool. No way. No way. Did I really? I don't have the gas mask. I'm gonna die, right? At the end. I could have sworn both of them were up.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors.
Thanks. Thanks.
Snake, it's gas. Hold your breath. Your O2 gauge should appear underneath your life gauge. If you don't breathe, the gauge will decrease. When it reaches 0, your life gauge will begin to decrease.
Maybe I can tap the action button? I can. I'm gonna die.
Snake!
Gay guys like me. You're just jealous because gay guys like me. Up your butt with coconut husk. Oh, I can just shoot these. That's dumb, honestly. You shouldn't be able to do that. And the SOCOM suppressor's kind of OP. Sexual? Isn't there?
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines. Use a mine detector.
I have one of those.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? Informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst
J.K.
ammunition.
Law.
Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
But if I'm crawling, I can just pick them up. Snake crawl so slow. Wolfgang suck. You're beautiful. Okay, it's a pretty good song. I have grenades.
The thing he likes most about me is probably my love handles. All of them. I'd say my sweet, sensitive eyes, like that of a kid.
Alright, you guys can't hear the movie very well, and that's okay. But this is the sad part. Oh, I don't even know if I announced what movie it was. It's I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
Territory.
Movie's hilarious.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass.
It's kind of interesting that there aren't winter snakes. Warm-blooded and shit.
Send him a
Cold-blooded.
message.
My back!
That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are.
What is going on?
Come, let's fight.
Huh. No. I can't tell if it's pointed at me. It's not. I'm confused. Whoop! Oh. I know I'm doing this not correctly at all, but oh. Oh. Sorry about the chewing. My adrenaline was pumping in that boss battle. Ah! Okay. This is intriguing. He might have shot the grenade that I threw. Why can't I use the box? Oop, hell yeah. That gunner might not be out without a chaff. Oh, I wonder. Chaff grenade. Okay. I saw a grenade in there. What? Okay, well... Oh shit. Ow. Okay, I think that's M9 ammo right there. Let's get some life back after I got fucking smushed in that corner. Lost a ration. That was goofy. Oh, he's up there. Oh! Yep. 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 Just like that. Just like that. That's what happened. Beware. Fuck you!
See how you like this?
Of the year! Uh-oh. It's all. I hear you. Where'd we go? I'm not good at this battle. Kind of want to try and take the long game, the far game. Because what does it give you? It gives you stun grenades. I didn't even think of using any of those for some reason. Is it nothing wrong with you? And you don't belong to me. Yeah, yeah. Freedom, freedom. That's what you get. Oh, hell yeah, that's a good song. Ooh, you make me feel. Chaff grenade. Oh, get. What the fuck? That's not how tanks move. What the fuck? That is not how tanks move. What is going on there? Did it lose me?
See how you like this?
Oh. Oh, not a claymore. Chaff grenade. He pointed right at me. Come on, poke your head out. Come on, 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 chameleon. She comes and goes. Hell yeah. Okay. I forgot about the Metal Gear Solid 2 pause screen. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Grandma's Boy. Let's turn that gun. It's not gonna fire the main gun though for some reason. Weird. That tank is freaking out. It doesn't know how to drive. It's freaking out. Stay there. Just stay there. Just stay there and wiggle. Oh. Yeah, the AI for the tank is just wonktastic. Come on. This is gonna be something. Tumbles out. Nope, I gotta shoot him. Hopefully that's the end of it. I didn't even use grenades, that's funny. Tried to the first time. I accidentally ate this whole bag, my bad. My bad. Goofy. If Vulcan... See, that's the thing. This is a little goofy. Because if Vulcan had any sort of fucking tactical forethought, he would have been like... Whoa!
Boss, is this all right? Just giving him the card like that.
We'll play with him a little longer.
Miller.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. He lives and breathes combat just like you. I would expect no less from your...
You see, I told you so, but I will kill him.
General Ivan, I hear that you lost your arm and ran away home.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
With my
Not
one
yet.
hand.
and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Oh, that's why. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, that still wouldn't be okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Let's go ahead and listen to a few codec
Snake,
calls, and
you've
we'll
got
call
to
it right
rescue
there.
Dr. Emmerich, the Metal Gear engineer.
He's probably being held prisoner in the second floor basement of the Warhead storage building.
What can I do for you, Snake?
Get the save real quick, and then we'll listen to a few more codec calls. And then I might look around just a little bit to compare it to 2040. That's insane.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, "Naught's had, all spent, where our desire is got without content." Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
She's talking about just hunting around for items.
People who have been through war and survived develop a kind of sixth sense to warn them of danger. Trust your instincts as a soldier, as a gamer.
As a gamer. My instincts as a gamer is telling me Miller is okay.
M1 tank.
No big deal.
No big deal.
I'll bet that
MBD.
VR simulator you trained on didn't have any scenarios that put you one-on-one against a tank, did it?
No, but there was no scenario where I had to work alone with a special forces soldier against a group of terrorists either.
In real life, things never go the way you expect them to, especially on the battlefield.
I'm already holed up in the Warhead storage building. It looks like Dr. Emmerich is still fine, but I'm not sure for how much longer. Hurry up this way, okay?
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. It's okay. I'm in the building. Don't worry. Alright, I'm going to poke around just a little bit. I kind of... Oh. He can't come over here.
Be careful.
You can't use weapons.
You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
But they got
Programmed the
weapons.
nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah. There's lots of boxes piled up in here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like
They
President
just
Baker
leave
said,
them here?
Totally careless.
They're working with a
Totally
limited
careless.
budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do.
Nastasha Romanenko.
141.52.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear
We'll
of
probably
them
end up
exploding.
hearing this
But if the
this
warheads are
again.
broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
It does. It looks... Can't even use my tranquilizer gun, like...
Is there somebody there? What was that sound? Who's there? What was that sound?
More gas! Alright, that's fine. We're gonna call it anyway. That was fun, though. Definitely gonna pick this up. It was fun playing on the GameCube again. Alright. have a fun time of the have a fun whatever time it is for you right now. Now. Okay, bye.